Can the government deny a trademark request because some might consider it offensive? That was the question at the center of a recent Supreme Court decision. We actually talked about this back in April, but now the verdict is in. So we invited Ed Herman from Brown and Crouppen back into the studio to talk about that decision. This is fascinating on a number of fronts, but take us back to what the case was all about.
Well, basically, this gentleman, Brunetti, had a clothing line. He started it in the 1990s, and he used an acronym, FUCT, which I won't pronounce that out loud for obvious reasons.
Thank you.
But he claimed it stood for Friends You Can't Trust. And he's been able to sell the clothes. Nobody prevented him from doing it. But he's been trying to get trademark protection for years so that it can't be copycatted and stolen from him. And he was denied by the U.S. Patent Office because they said that it was obscene, and they have a rule that allows them to deny patent and trademark protection for things that are obscene. So he appealed, and eventually the case made it to the Supreme Court.
Right.
And the Supreme Court had to look at the law and say, is the law constitutional? Can the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office basically have a rule that says if they consider it obscene, they can turn it down. If they think it's okay, they can approve it. And the Supreme Court, by a 6-3 decision, said that the law was unconstitutional and it was inappropriate for the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office to be able to kind of inject their own sense of
subjective.
Good taste.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so that's basically what they decided.
And the decision, interestingly, was not along conservative liberal lines like the vast majority of Supreme Court decisions tend to be.
I think most people are very used to that, and the first question most people have when a decision comes down is, you know, which way did the liberals go? Which way did the conservatives go?
Right.
In this situation, you have 4 liberals on the court. 2 of them struck the law down. 2 of them would have upheld the law. And on the conservative side, 4 of the conservatives struck the law down, but the Chief Justice, Roberts, he was with the dissent. He felt that the law was okay. He actually wrote the dissenting opinion. And what he basically said is, look, you know, yes, it's a freedom of speech issue, but nobody prevented him from using the speech or even marketing the speech. But what this guy was asking for was an added layer of protection, what he called aid and comfort from the government that would allow him to protect this as his own and profit from it. And Roberts felt like, you know, the law, if narrowly constructed, was okay. It was not unconstitutional because it wasn't preventing him from saying it and marketing it. And 2 of the liberal judges agreed with him.
We're with him in the dissent.
Yeah. Now, what does this mean for everybody else? I guess it means if you want to try to trademark something that might be borderline offensive, they no longer have the ability to prevent it. You should be able to pretty much trademark anything.
Just about anything, as long as it's not deceptive.
Or as long as it hasn't already been protected by somebody else. So you might see some interesting applications coming down the pike.
Yeah, next trip to the mall, I might be hiding my kids' eyes from some of the shirts. Thank you, Ed, very much.
Sure.
If you'd like to get in touch with Brown and Crouppen, you can call them anytime at 314-222-2222 or check out their website, getbc.com.